Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the kills in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're talking about Friday the 13th Part 2, released in 1981, just a year after the original. The first sequel in the series is the film that introduces Jason Voorhees as the killer, but don't get too excited just yet. He still hasn't found his hockey mask, so he stumbles around looking like a rejected Klansman most of the time. Seriously, look at that pillowcase. Dude looks straight out of that Jonah Hill scene in Django. As you can imagine, Jason's motivation is revenge for the death of his mother, whose motivation was revenge for the death of Jason, which sounds paradoxical, but fuck it, let's get down to the kills. Jason's first kill is Alice Hardy, the chick from the first film that beheaded his mom. We meet back up with her in bed as she moans through a montage of stuff from the first movie, just like wriggles back and forth dreaming about it. Sucks for her, but it's even worse for us, since this padding is a full 5 minutes long. She finally gets the hell out of bed and goes for her favorite midnight snack, rotting head of course, when Jason grabs her from behind and sticks an ice pick through her temple about 11 minutes in. Weird how at this point in my life, I've seen ice picks used more for murder than for picking ice. After her death, we smash cut to title card. Yeah, awesome. Blow that shit up, guys. Then we get some opening credits and then have to wait 20 minutes for another kill, which is way too long for a Friday the 13th movie in my opinion. In the meantime, we meet future Jason victims and I guess get to know them better, although there's not much to them. There's another horny couple, another goofball, another hot chick and pervy tail chaser, but at least there's some diversity with a few token minorities and Mark, a dude in a wheelchair who could totally kick Jason's ass in arm wrestling. Too bad this ain't over the top, buddy. Our preordained final girl is Ginny, who drives a shitty car and gets a little bit of backstory that'll come in handy later.
Use a little of that child psychology you're majoring in.
Remember that. She's assistant to and totally bang buddies with Paul, the camp manager. None of these delightful meatbags make for Jason's second kill though. That distinction goes to another character from the first film, Crazy Ralph. Remember the weird way he used to talk?
You'll never come back again.
Maybe he's gotten better.
They didn't believe me.
Nope. While he's peeping in on Paul and Ginny, Jason garrots him against a tree. Looks like you're the one who's never coming back again. Huh, Ralph? After sexy swim times and woodsy grab ass, Officer Winslow becomes Jason's third victim nearly 45 minutes into the film. After bounding through the woods like so many majestic deer, he finds Jason's love shack, which is a little old place where you can get a hammer claw to the back of your head. Gotta love the guy's display of teeth here. He's already ready to be a skull. Back at the camp, Paul, Ginny, and all the unnamed and minority characters head off to the town bar, leaving only victims behind, so the kills really start to pick up. Terry, the chick who gets fashion tips from Padme in Attack of the Clones, goes for a skinny dip and gets her clothes stolen by pervert Scott. He winds up in a tree for no goddamn reason, and then becomes Jason's fourth kill after a classic machete throat slit. Ice picks and hammer claws are great, Jason, but you can't forget your fundamentals. A little bit later, Terry comes to cut him down and presumably gets killed off screen, but my rule here is to not count the kill until we see the body, so onward we go. Now we're down to 4 horny kids alive at the camp, and not a one of them knows how to close a window. Sadly, the next one to go is chair-bound hunk Mark as he waits for Vicky to finish, preparing herself, I guess? From an angle that doesn't make any sense, since Mark would clearly see him, Jason swings a machete into Mark's face an hour into the film. Kinda got it lodged in there deep, huh, Jason? Better go get it back. Oh wait, you can't, because Mark hilariously rolls backwards down an absurd amount of stairs that, like, where did those come from? The unintentional comedy of his death is capped off by a zoom in and a white flash. Jason heads back inside to interrupt a surprisingly PG-13 sex scene, which, fun fact, is that way because the actress was underage at the time. Ew. Anyway, he walks in and gets a 2-for-1, hereon known as a twofer, when he impales Jeff and Sandra together through the bed with a spear in an homage to the film A Bay of Blood. The last teen for Jason to kill off is good-natured Vicky, who spent all her time in this movie very subtly hitting on Mark.
Want to take me on? I only want your fingers.
What do you want to play for?
Position.
Oh, I'm sorry, I meant not subtly at all. Worked out their way, she was totally gonna jump his bones before he got killed. She finds Jason and wakes him up from a nap, but he's all grumpy and stabs her in the stomach. Yeah, it's below screen like the lame kills from the first movie, but at least it has the stalkery POV shots that lead into it. Ginny then returns from the bar for the big final girl showdown. Jason chases her around a bunch, she goes WWE on him, by God! And then she winds up at his love shack, where she finds a creepy shrine to Pamela Voorhees, complete with rotting head. Oh, and hey look, it's Terry's body. Just kind of laying there. No blood or marks? Is she even dead? Ginny should probably try to wake her up. Instead, Ginny uses that backstory of hers to put on Mommy's musty sweater and imitate Pamela, causing Jason to get all stupid and confused. Paul returns, and together they knock Jason down and swing a machete into his shoulder, leaving him for dead, until he crashes through the window. Half of him is all deformed, and the other half looks like Hillbilly Jim. If you dig the way he looks, sorry, he's never gonna look like this again, so enjoy all this slow motion they give us here. A white flash takes us to the end, where Ginny's on a stretcher calling out Paul's name. Not gonna count Paul as a Vic since it's unconfirmed, so let's call it there and get to the numbers. Jason kills 9 people in Friday the 13th Part 2, 5 guys and 4 girls. Same as his mama did, but since he doesn't die in the end of this one, the film's total kill count is only 9, the lowest of the series. And with its 87-minute runtime, that leaves 1 human death every 9.6 minutes. I'm gonna give the golden chainsaw kill to Mark. And I know y'all gonna say the double impalement deserves it in the comments, but it's actually pretty tame thanks to the MPAA's insistence. And going backwards down all those stairs it's just the bee's knees, guys. I love it. Lamest kill is definitely Terry, who's apparently scared to death by the cameraman. No visible wounds on her body in Jason's creepy little mama temple at the end. She's just like dead. Cool. And that's it. Friday the 13th Part 2, released in 1981, actually less than a full year after the original. Next week we'll be looking at Friday the 13th Part 3, released in 3D, but not the good 3D that we have today. Until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been The Kill Count. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching part 2 of the Kill Count series on Friday the 13th. To subscribe, if you like what you saw, make sure you click that button over there, all that dead meat. If you found me entertaining at all, make sure you click that button to go to my other channel, Practical Folks. We've got 10 more weeks left in this series, so I want to communicate with you guys. Let me know what your favorite Friday the 13th movie is in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next week.